What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. It's going to focus in on the Anaheim Ducks possibly having lighting a little fire under Boudreau's seat as the former Caps coach is on the hot seat in Anaheim. I don't even know why I mentioned he's a former Caps coach. He's clearly the head coach of the Anaheim Ducks. But they got a 5-game road trip coming up. They haven't had the early season results that they want, and is it worth waiting out the storm with Boudreau or making a change before it's too late? Firing a coach isn't something to be taken lightly. I would never advocate for someone to get fired. I usually don't advocate for someone to get fired. But at the same time, it's like, can another coach come in here and help this team get better results? And I know they had a good win last night on home ice against a decent Wild team, but they've been shut out 3 times this season. Prior to last night, I think they had no goals from their forwards. That's obscene. They had 1 goal in 4 games, so go off that. But they got a road trip coming up against 5 pretty good teams: Nashville, Minnesota, Chicago, Dallas, and St. Louis before they come back to play the Predators at home November 1st. So it's like, do you wait out the road trip, see what the results are? Suppose that's what they're going to do. They go 4-1 on the road trip, which is, I'm not going to say isn't impossible, but it's tough. Is it a different situation for Boudreau? Absolutely. But I guess Randy Carlyle's waiting in the wings, former head coach of the franchise and, one of their most successful, probably their most successful coach by far. So that's a possibility. But here's my thing, and I talked about this last week with Claude Julien. Claude's a lame duck in Boston. The best thing that can happen for him is the Bruins fire him. I think Claude Julien would be a phenomenal fit with either the Ducks or the Blue Jackets. I think those would be the 2 fits for him. And I'm not going to go off in too much of a segue here, but there's like 5 other teams I think would be, if the situation were to be there, I think he'd do a good job. And I think, the Ducks or the Blue Jackets, I think he could step right in and be a perfect fit. Because both teams are pretty good. And, they're just not getting the results. I think, they have the talent. It's just a matter of, executing. I think Claude can help that. But it's just one of those things. A lot of talent on this Anaheim team. I picked them to win the Stanley Cup this year. So, do you feel the question is on, ownership and front office? Do they feel like, they can get better results with another guy at the helm? But, as it's been said millions of times, the evil is better than the evil you don't. I'm not calling Boudreau evil, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. So it's one of those kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I think the Anaheim job is pretty, I don't need to keep reiterating how good of a job that would be. I mean, you look at some of the coaches out there. Obviously, Tortorella's out there. Aforementioned Randy Carlyle, Ron Wilson, Paul McLean is on the staff. Jacques Martin is out there. There's plenty of people that would really, really like that job. As, like I said, it's not too late in the season at all to turn it around and, possibly end up the Stanley Cup ring. And you look at teams that have changed coaches mid-season and won the Cup. I mean, the Kings did it. The Penguins did it in 2009. There's been a couple. Devils did it, I think. The Larry Robinson year. Don't quote me on that. So, again, it's not an unprecedented thing. And, hey, whatever. But I'd give Boudreau the road trip and then see what happens from there. Because even still, worst case scenario, they go 1-4, and they really off to a shitty start. You bring in a new voice, you have the talent to dig your way out of it, and the teams they've lost to, with the never mind. Colorado's not that great. Neither is Phoenix is a cute young team. We'll see where they are in a month, but the Sharks are playing great hockey. Canucks are obviously off to a pretty good start, and we'll see what else goes on. But anyway, that's all I got to start of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.